What up, beautiful people? It is your homegrown Shameless, back with another Shameless Sunday, and I'm in a different location. I'm actually in Dallas, Texas. If you want to know why, make sure you watch my Maya's World vlogs and follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all those social platforms. But I'm out of town, but I had to bring it for the Sunday of shamelessness. Bring them to church. This video is all about drama queens. OMG, long overdue. I wanted to do this because actually I have a new personal trainer and he called me a drama queen. And I was like, ah! Said the drama queen. But yes, he asked me to do like 20 push-ups and I remember complaining. I was just like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, you're a drama queen. And I'm like, so I thought it would be awesome to address the fact that I'm a drama queen and how to deal with drama queens and all that jazz. So the definition of a drama queen is someone who habitually reacts to situations in a melodramatic way. That's me. There are other types of drama queens that I like to call petty. That was me. I'm a grown woman, I have ish to handle, and I realized the older I was getting, the more energy I was wasting on drama. I myself am a lot of drama. To deal with another drama queen, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. So there are tips and tricks on what I learned to deal in those situations. Drama queens take things personal. That's me. Drama queens are quick to react. And they're impulsive. That's me. Now, actually, speaking of drama, some drama that's happened recently, I got an email and I was so frustrated. What I should have done was not sent a response, but I did. I sent a response and the person on the receiving end was a drama queen. So when you get two drama queens, somebody has to put it down, put the weapon down, walk away right now. So, yeah. What are some ways that I've learned to deal with drama queens, both myself and other people? I realized energy and time. I don't have that much time. I have lots of energy, but the older I get, the less energy I have for certain people. And I have to prioritize. People that I don't know, I do not want to waste my energies on them. I want to invest my energies on the people that I do know, the people that I care about, the business, the situations that are worth fighting for. But then there are other people, situations, things that are just not worth it. And being mindful of the outcome. What do I want from this outcome? Do I want to hurt this person? No, I don't want to do that. Do I want to find a resolution? Yes, get to the resolution. So backtracking to my personal trainer, it takes me longer to complete the 20 push-ups if I complain and I stop and I lie down and I kick and hit my feet everywhere. It takes longer. But then the part of my brain is like, Maya, get it together. You do not have time. You have to get in and out. So then I have to shut up and just get through it and maybe complain in my head, in my inner monologue. But tips for drama queens. Pause. Hit the pause button. However we feel in the moment, and there's lots of passion, there's lots of, but the best thing that I've learned is to just not reacting right away, especially when it comes to text messages. OMG, text messaging. That should be like not allowed to be in your hand when you're upset. Just put the weapon down and walk away. Sometimes no response is the best response. Sometimes it adds fuel to the fire, especially if you're trying to be passive aggressive, which is a real thing. That's still drama. That's in a very manipulative way. But the best thing would be, I need time to process everything. Let me get back to you. Some sort of like, I need a moment to gather my thoughts, gather my feelings before I respond. I know I need those. And those save me. And, oh my goodness, I can't believe I almost forgot this. Get help. Get help. I have taken anger management classes. I've also done counseling. I've been to counseling and I learned a lot. Oh my goodness, I learned so much. Sometimes it takes a minute to find the right person, But I went to counseling when I was going through a divorce. And the first counselor was meh. But then my second counselor, who was so dope, he was a Jewish rabbi with a beard and would wear a New York Giants hat. He was so calm, non-judgmental, just almost like a sounding board. And I would tell him how I would feel. And then he would ask me questions. And in him asking me questions, we got down to the real root of the problem. And I've taken so much of what I've learned from there with me in life. And say you don't have money or you don't know who to reach out for counseling, a very calm and logical friend. I'm so grateful I have so many friends that are calm and logical. When I have an issue with someone, it's not about gossiping. Gossiping is when you talk to as many people as you possibly can about one person, and I don't like that. I don't like, because if I was that person, I wouldn't want the world to turn on me. But I do have feelings and I need to let them out somehow. So what I do is I write an email of how I want to respond. Make sure you don't have the address of the person there and accidentally send it. Don't do that. I've done that too. Oops. But write out how you feel. Give that to a trusted friend who is calm and logical so they can help go through it and be like, nope, you're emotional there. Nope. And then they give it back to me. And then sometimes I also like to sleep on it before I respond because I have all these feelings and emotion. I'm very passionate. But when I sleep on it and I'm not angry anymore, then I can properly assess. But with the help of someone else, because I do need help. I need an outside eye. And sometimes they don't see things. So it's like, see what I mean? There's a lot of energy for me involved on how to respond to a situation. So I have to make sure that this person who I'm responding to is worth it. Otherwise, you ain't getting a response from me, because it takes that much time and energy for me, because I'm emotional, to figure out how to say this without creating more drama. Because that's the other thing. If my goal here is to have a conflict resolution, I need to know that I shouldn't say certain words, like you're a problem. I have to bring it back to me. I feel that I'm misunderstood, or I feel this, or I feel that. That's helpful because I'm criticizing me, not the other person. And taking responsibility for a situation that may or may not be your fault. There have been so many instances where I've had to say, I'm sorry, I apologize, not because I was sorry or I apologize, but I'm sorry that we're in this situation. Because this is not what I want. I want a solution. But sometimes I just have to be I don't want to say the bigger person. I have to say things I may not wholeheartedly agree with. Why? Because I want to resolve the problem. And sometimes it's easier to just take ownership of it and keep it moving. If it's worth not apologizing for and going head to head, then so be it. I am just learning that we don't have that much time on this planet. I don't have that much energy to be wasting on this, because the time I'm wasting on this back and forth, trying to be right, trying to prove you wrong, I could have been over here making some money, okay? I could have been over here focusing on my dreams and goals, but no, instead, I'm here arguing with you. So what's it gonna be? Ooh, another tip that's very helpful: learn to articulate your thoughts. And that comes with self-examination, self-reflection, looking in. I find that people that don't know how to articulate their thoughts and feelings, they revert to what they know, which includes and consists of, well, you, I hate you anyways, you and your crusty ass lashes. If you find yourself getting mad all the time, wanting to react all the time, just always short-fused, it's not everyone else's problem. This is the problem. So what is the deal? It is not as easy as it sounds. It takes so much work, so many years, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so much worth it. Not everyone is going to get along with everyone. So it's important to know and understand yourself, understand the type of people that complement your personality type, especially if you are a drama queen, and really deal with your own drama. There's enough drama going on here that I do not need to deal with that person's drama. So I like to avoid certain people if they are drama. That's fine. You know what? I love people that are dramatic with themselves, but not dramatic with other people. Because I'm dramatic. I just don't want to be dramatic with other people. Understand who you are. Understand who you work well with, who you don't work so well with, but really understanding who you are. Because a lot of the times the problem is here. I did it all. I'm doing it all. It's a never-ending process. But that's it from me. Share your tips and tricks down below in the comments. Also, I have Shameless Reward Points, you guys. It's free to join. It's through a company called Juniper. So I want to do this because I want to give you guys stuff, but I want to give it to people that go hard for me. So if you comment and if you like a video, of course I want to give you stuff. Hello. So Juniper in the description box, but if you like this video or comment through this platform called Juniper, I will be able to track and give you points, and what you do with those points, I can give you free downloads, gifts, prizes. I could buy your love, is all I'm saying. So check that out and like this video. Ooh, make sure you're subscribed and turn the notifications on. It's a little bell beside the subscribe button. Beside the subscribe button. Anyways, I will see you soon in another video. It's kind of hard to not see what everyone else is doing and be like, I feel like a child and like someone else has a toy and I'm like, I want that toy too. But do I really want that toy? I just want that happiness that the other kid has with that toy is really what I want.
Thieves of the friend zone! Thank you so much, BeautyCon. It was good to see all the fresh new faces. We're doing a last minute impromptu meetup. The Psy Girls!